Hey everyone, this is Dr. Henry Throop, astronomer from NASA. I so wish I could be out there with you at StarFest tonight. I can't make it, but I know that you are going to have a great time tonight. I love doing astronomy. I love doing astronomy because anybody can do it anywhere. All you need to do is look up and explore the world around you, from Sri Lanka to the US to Australia, anywhere around the world. Everybody sees the same stars and sees the same planets. So let me tell you a little bit about what you're going to see tonight. You're going to be able to see some great stuff in the sky tonight. It's a great time to be out there. At sunset, if you look toward the horizon, you're going to be able to see Venus. Venus is going to be really bright. It's the brightest thing up there. It's going to be bright because Venus is close to us and close to the sun, and so it's reflecting a lot of light toward us. And just above Venus, you're going to be able to see Jupiter. Jupiter is a bigger planet, but it's further away, so it's going to be a little bit fainter than Venus. But you're going to be able to see both those toward the horizon right after sunset. If you look overhead, you'll see a bright reddish object. That's the planet Mars. Mars is going to be up there too. Mars is between Venus and Mars between us and Jupiter. And Mars is a rocky planet that you can stand on, made of kind of the same sort of stuff that Earth and Venus are made of. It doesn't have a thick atmosphere like Venus does, but has lots of rocks on its surface. And so the rocks on its surface, Mars looks red because the rocks on its surface are made of the same sorts of things that a lot of the reddish rocks in Sri Lanka are made of. Also overhead, near Mars, you'll see the Orion constellation, and inside the Orion, you'll see the Orion Nebula. The Orion Nebula is great. I hope you're able to see it in a telescope. It's a star-forming region with about 10,000 young stars that are being formed up there right now. And many of these stars have solar systems. These are kind of like little baby solar systems, just like our own. So in Orion, perhaps there's planets being formed, perhaps there's solar systems being formed just like ours, and maybe life even being formed in Orion. We don't know for sure, but it's really interesting to study it. So I hope you're able to see the Orion constellation and the Orion Nebula overhead. So you love seeing these planets and nebula from Earth and with telescopes. NASA is studying all of these objects as well. We have a number of missions, spacecraft, which are headed to Venus or being on their way to Venus, being built and designed and constructed right now. The Veritas and Da Vinci missions have been selected to study Venus's atmosphere and surface. These missions are great, and it's the first time that we've been to Venus in a long time. Venus is hard to go to because it's very hot there, but with these spacecraft, then we're really excited to be able to return to Venus. So tune into these missions coming up in a couple of years. With Mars, NASA has a lot of missions which have gone to Mars or at Mars right now. We have the Mars rovers up there now called Curiosity and Perseverance. We have the Mars helicopter called Ingenuity. Mars is really hard to fly around because there's not much atmosphere, but sure enough, we've done it. We have this helicopter that has these big rotors on it and carrying a very small payload, and it's able to cruise around the surface. It's made dozens of flights around a small area on the surface of Mars, being able to see Mars essentially for the first time from the air. So that is really, really cool. Perseverance is the rover is taking samples of Mars and actually drilling those samples, picking them up and depositing them. We hope to have a future mission which is going to go to Mars and pick those up and then return them to Earth. And then we can study those pieces of Mars in our labs on Earth and understand the history of Mars and see if there was life in the past on Mars and so forth. So that's going to be really exciting when that happens. Lots of people ask me about how they can be involved with the work that NASA is doing. If you're interested in doing work with NASA or being an astronomer, here's how you do it. Continue your education, stay in school, do well in the subjects which you really enjoy the most, whether that's science, whether it's physics, whether it's chemistry, whether it's something else. Keep studying that. Go to university, do well in university, work hard. If you do well in university, then apply for programs in postgraduate study. Postgraduate study in the sciences, in astronomy or physics or chemistry, biology, whatever, IT, engineering. There's programs like this at many universities around the world. Get a postgraduate degree in the sciences. You get to work with people from other countries. Keep studying, work hard, and once you've done that, there are many options for you to study the world as a scientist, work with NASA, work with other agencies, and start exploring the world around you. So great luck tonight. Hope that Starfest goes so well, and best luck to all of you.